Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. We are going to simulate 4 rounds of the Masters. Hopefully, give you a little bit of a fix for this week. So come on in. We'll get this up and running here shortly. I'll run through the rules. We've got the most entries we've ever had. All right. So, for those of you who are new, let me get my volume all set up here. All of those of you who are new to spreadsheet golf, I'll run through the rules, how this is going to work out. It is a little bit different for this week's Masters. It's a little bit more unique to Augusta National, to the field, things like that. But before we start, I was considering pushing this stream back just a few minutes. I'm having some necessary work done to the house right now. Obviously not something I wish we'd have to do during lockdown or right now during the stream schedule, but it's the only time we could do it. So if it does get too loud out there, I will probably pause and we'll come back in a few minutes. It hasn't been too bad, but keep that in mind. So apologies about any sounds you guys might hear, but hopefully we'll be able to power through. Nothing is going to stop us from this sim right here. So for this week, and what you've probably seen and what you might have seen is similar sims, not this one. This is obviously in a spreadsheet, but I have a program that does this kind of on steroids. Simulations for the Masters that have been on Golf Digest from my data this week, have been on CBS Sports from my data this week. You might have read about it on the Boston Globe or Yahoo Sports. So this is, in a world without sports, is getting much more popular. So appreciate the support. We've got more entries in here than we've ever had. So what's unique about the Masters event here? So what I tried to do was get the most accurate field that I could, right? I mean, obviously, I was taking this from probably a couple of weeks ago and trying to narrow down, past champions and the amateurs that would be into this field, things like that. Narrowed it down to that field. And what I've also done, so you'll see there are past champions in here. I mean, Trevor Immelman is here. Larry Mize, I believe, is in the field. Yep, Larry Mize is here this week. So this should be pretty cool to see. And then also, this is the most advanced spreadsheet sim I've done. Meaning that because we have so much great history at Augusta National, there's a lot of little things about it that went into the sim. So for example, the hole by hole scoring generally stays the same. So for example, last year there were only, I want to say 5 holes that played under par last year. It was the 4 par, 5s, and number 3, I believe. That data is kind of reflected within this simulation. So that means that if a hole historically plays very, very difficult at Augusta National, it is not going to play super easy in my sim. At least the vast majority of the time it's not. So there's little cool stuff like that. On Sunday, on number 16, which is a par 3, I ratcheted up the eagle percentage a little bit. Now, when I say that, that's like, adding a half a percentage or a percentage chance of doing it. It's still going to be very rare. But because that Sunday pin location yields a lot of aces historically, I've actually increased the eagle rate on 16 on Sunday because I know where the pin is going to be. So little stuff like that I was able to do because of the great history that we have going on. Additionally, this will be the first time we do a cut in spreadsheet golf. I usually, just because of the way the spreadsheet works and how long it takes, it was easier for me to just play out all 4 rounds and guarantee you 4 rounds. We are going to have a cut this week. So we'll do it in true Masters rules, which would be top 50 and ties plus anyone within 10 shots of the lead. Okay, so that's the way we will handle the cut. When we get through 2 rounds, I will probably throw up the coming soon or the starting soon screen and take 10 minutes or so because I'll have to rework the spreadsheet a little bit. So we'll get a little break after 2 rounds, 5-10 minutes, something like that, and then we will go and finish rounds 3 and rounds 4. This spreadsheet has hole by hole scoring on it. So we'll see hole by hole scoring. We will see fantasy points. Very closely similar to DraftKings scoring. It's not exactly the same because it doesn't do streaks or bonuses or anything like that, but very, very similar for fantasy points. And then that also means that we've got your lineups here. So there were 100 and I want to say 3 or 4 entries here. Here are the payouts. So I think there was actually a duplicate. So I think it's 103 minus some people who sent with PayPal fees. The total pool for this week is 2381.82. Again, I don't think I need to say this, but I'm not taking any percentage of this. Anything that is not a round number is what came through in PayPal fees or something like that. So we're going to pay out 10 spots, 104. I think it's actually 103 lineups, 10 spots. $547 the first. Is a pretty flat payout structure. You know, it would be cool if someone won $2,000, but I figured kind of the more the merrier for winners. So we'll pay 10%. We will get this flat payout structure there, and then either tonight or tomorrow I will probably send this out. So after everything is done on the stream, I verify it all. That way I can just make sure all my numbers are right, everything's straight. I haven't had any issues in the past, but it'll probably be tonight or likely tomorrow when the payouts go out. Okay, let's look at your lineups here. So I've got all your lineups loaded in, ready to be scored, and then I've got ownership percentages here. So the highest owned golfer across the entire contest was Hideki Matsuyama at nearly 34% coming out of tier 3. Bubba Watson, surprisingly, was 32% owned coming out of tier 5. And I wonder if that is just indicative of who else was in tier 5 with him. Surprised to not see Jason Day or Jordan Spieth higher. But Bubba Watson carries the ownership out of tier 5. Tier 6 is the one that I threw in like 35 different golfers into. It was like the last 35 golfers in the field. They were some of the bottom dwellers, plus any of the past champions were all in tier number 6. So out of like the 33 or 35, half of them actually got owned, which I was surprised to see. Pretty spread out evenly. 5 guys over 10%, nobody more than 15%. Lonto Griffin, Corey Connors, Max Homa, Cameron Champ, and JT Poston coming out of there. And then when you look at the big boys, no surprise to see Rory and John Rahm carry a lot of the ownership in tier number 1, Bryson and Tiger in tier number 2. So interesting stuff here. I think I've covered it all. We've got payouts, we've got ownership, we've got your lineups in there, and what else? The leaderboard. I think we're good here. So what I'm going to do is we have to do 72 holes today. So I'm going to simulate the front 9 on Thursday right away. That is, you know, we'll see where we stand, see who's playing well, see who's not. Plenty of holes left. We'll go slower after that, but shooting for around an hour here to get through all of this stuff with the break in the middle. So we're going to head over to the input sheet. If you've never seen this before, this is kind of where the magic happens. Each one of these is a set of 9 holes. So there's front 9, back 9, front 9, back 9 for each round. I'm going to simulate the entire front 9 on Thursday at once here. Now, when I first do it, there are going to be numbers that pop up. Nothing is official until I've simulated for every single player in the field. So here we go. We're going to do random number between 1 and 100. We're going to drag it over. This will be the front 9 on Thursday. Trying to see who gets out to a good start at Augusta National. Our results are now official. We'll head back over the leaderboard here, and we will sort by the leaderboard position here, and we will see, I already see a couple of 3 under pars. I see a 4 under par. Let's see what else we've got here. My computer running very slow with the stream. There we go. Oh my gosh, Bubba Watson, looking to don his, 3rd green jacket, gets off to a hot start on Thursday, trying to pay off 30 whatever % of you that picked Bubba Watson. So he goes out in 4 under par. Kevin Na, additionally at 4 under par. He made 5 birdies, though. Na makes 5 birdies and a bogey to get to 4 under. Lonto Griffin one-ups them all. He's 4 under, but he's got an eagle on number 8, the par 5. So he's actually leading in our fantasy points over here because of that eagle. Snedeker in contention. Corey Connors in contention. A big group of guys at 3 under par. I see Justin Thomas's name in here. I see Matt Kuchar. I see Sung Jae Im, who has also carded a double. So that's 5 birdies and a double for Sung Jae. Outperforming his place, with fantasy points. He's got 63 of them already. There's more detail on that to come. It basically, for every hole that hasn't been played, they're given a par. So that stuff regulates throughout. Let's find some big names because I don't see a big name yet. Fowler in 18th, 1 under par. DJ, even par 72. Even par 36 on the front 9. Justin Rose. Oh, here we go. Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, both even par on their front 9. Rory birdied the first, bogeyed the third, birdied the fourth, and gave it back at the par 4 7th. Tiger did get to 1 under. Made a birdie on number 4, bogeys on 6 and 7, and then birdies 9. So maybe he can keep that momentum going here. Francesco Molinari cannot exercise those demons at Augusta National. Double bogey on number 9. We'll keep an eye on him as he gets to 12. Phil Mickelson made a double on 4, but he's got a couple of birdies in there, still 1 over. Who else here? I was going to say I couldn't find Jon Rahm. Jon Rahm certainly in danger of missing the cut if he does not turn things around. Now, it is a smaller field. It's a little bit easier to make the cut, so he's really only 2 shots off the cut line right now. And actually, I mean, with the 10-shot rule, he would be within the cut line. But Jon Rahm, 3 over. Jordan Spieth, 3 over. Larry Mize, 3 over. Those are not 3 names that you would have expected to see in the same standings. Sergio's down here. Who's? Oh my gosh, Patrick Reed. Okay, I will tell you, a lot of these simulations I've done over the week, Patrick Reed does very well here. Not so far in the live simulation, as he is 4 over par thanks to a double, 3 bogeys, only 1 birdie on the card. He's only beating like 5 guys. And then Freddie Couples, who usually finds a pretty good way around Augusta National, he is out in 45. That is not going to cut it. Let me give you a quick update here on your lineups. And what I'll actually do is I will make a filter here so I can easily do this. Let's check to see who is in the lead. Denver Duck, 1047. Avoided Jon Rahm out of Group 1. He's got Rory, Bryson, Sung Jae, Kevin Kisner, of course, Bubba, and Max Homa, 336. Jenk, number 1, is currently in 2nd. Lakers Taylor is in 3rd. It be Brian, yo. What up, Brian? In 4th. Agua, 70 in 5th. I don't know what this one is. Maybe it's K. Aspenson, or maybe it's Cass Spenson. 24, you're in a current paying position. B. Watts, Batman Chalupa, and Chris J. Hale as well. This will certainly be changing a lot over the course of the next 45 minutes or so as we wrap this up. Let's go get some more holes in, see if Bubba can hang on to this lead. Let's do, I think what we were doing last week is we were doing like 5 more holes. Let's do 5 more and see what happens. They are now official. And, Bubba is going to retain his lead, although we've got some guys moving up here. Let's see. I see a couple of 5 under pars. We'll give this a quick sort. Bubba is going to be in a tie for first still. So he made 1 birdie in that last 5 holes that we just simmed. So he's 1 under in that stretch. But whoever this is, as my computer goes through here, this is very slow today. There we go. Oh, it's Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas birdies 2 of those 5 holes that I just simmed to touch the lead. Now, I had a Justin Thomas 20-1 ticket for Augusta this week. I won't be able to cash it with Sim Masters, but that would have been nice. Justin Thomas, 5 under, him and Bubba Watson both with a clean scorecard. Kevin Na, who we've seen pop up time, I don't know, maybe half the time. I don't know how many of these we've done. 5 or 6 of these. I think he has a second place finish. He's in the top 5 right now. He pops. He can finish first. He can finish last. Lanto does give one back, so he drops to... He actually did. It looks like he got to 5 under and then gave one back at 14 to drop to 4. Sung Jae alternated birdie and bogey to start his back 9. Ricky Fowler. Wouldn't that be cool to see him not only get a major victory, but to get a green jacket? He is 3 under par early on Thursday. Dustin Johnson playing well. Former champion Zach Johnson playing well. He's in a tie for 10th. 3 shots off the lead. What else here? Oh, Koepka. Okay, Koepka's got it going a little bit. Not bad. Just when I said, look at this, just when I said Molinari was cooked, he's got one of the better back 9s going. 3 birdies and a bogey. He's 2 under on the back. He's 1 under for the day. Rory's trying to get going here. I guess he was still at even par, but he's making birdies, which is a good sign. Rory's still at even par. Jon Rahm has gotten 2 of those back. So the early scare for Jon Rahm, probably not necessary because he's gotten 2 back. He is now in a tie for 34th. He is well within the cut line at the moment. We still have another, 22 holes to play before we make a cut. So Jon Rahm, take a deep breath, all you Jon Rahm owners out there. He is still alive. Tiger Woods makes a double on number 14 and drops to 2 over par. So now he is dangerously close to the cut line. Again, it's only early on Thursday. Bryson DeChambeau, 2 doubles on the back. He is one of the worst back 9s going right now. He is 3 over par. He was our match play champion. Bryson won the match play in a sudden death playoff against Kuchar, I want to say. That sounds about right. Bryson contended at our Sim Players. He won the match play. I can't remember what he did last week at Valero. I don't think very well. I don't think a little bit of a hangover from that WGC match play win, and now struggling to get it going here on day 1 of the Sim Masters. Jordan Spieth, currently in a tie for 62nd. Patrick Reed, currently in a tie for 62nd. Hideki, there's a name I wasn't expecting to see. He has 3 doubles on the card. Also, Oliver is here, trying to interrupt everything. Hideki's got 3 doubles on the back. He's 5 over par. Freddie Couples gets out of the basement. Look at this. Sergio, Hideki, Patrick Reed, Jordan Spieth, all 62nd or worse at the moment. That is not good. That is not good. Okay, let's sim the rest of the day. We will have a first round leader. And then we'll reset here and move to round number 2, and we'll have to make a cut. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll give you a scoring update real quick, because I can already see before I sort this again, we've got a new leader, and we've got a lot of movement on the leaderboard here. Lakers Taylor has taken the lead for the moment. Justin Thomas in Tier 1, who is only 5.8% owned out of Tier 1. That would be a pretty big path to victory if JT can win the Sim Masters. JT, Kuchar, Terrell Hatton, Billy Ho, Brandt Snedeker, and JT Poston is that leading lineup at the moment. Denver Duck drops from 1st to 2nd. Jenk number 1, Agua 70, Cass. I'm going to go with K. Caspinson. Maybe that's it. How about a Fresca? That sounds nice. Chris Hale, KD's in it to win it. General Chow and Yo-Yo Picks, I believe, is that 10? That is 10. Currently in the paying positions at the moment. Let's sim the final 4 holes of the day. We will have a first round leader, and we will see how this is shaping up heading into the second round. All right, we are in. This is official. Bubba Watson, no longer your leader. it appears as if Justin Thomas, who birdies 16 and 18, has now gotten to the solo lead at 7 under par. He cards a 65. Bubba Watson is going to be, I believe, alone in second. Yeah, all right, so here we go. JT in the lead. Man, I really wish I could cash in my 20-1 ticket. Bubba solo second with a 666. Lanto, Griffin, and Sung Jae Im. Love that guy. 2 back, 5 under par, 67. Ricky Fowler moves into the top 5 with a first round opening 68. That's 4 under par. He's there with Brandt Snedeker. Let's see if we've got any big name movements here. Dustin is, I can't remember where he was last time, but he bogeyed 17 coming in. It is a 1 under tournament for him. Rory is getting it going a little bit. Floundered around most of the day at even par. His 1 under round currently has him in a tie for 18th. Certainly not going to count him out. We've seen him make unbelievable runs in this. I mean, we've seen him birdie like 18 of 30 holes or something ridiculous. So he's certainly not out of it. Tony Finau, very colorful scorecard, I'll tell you that. Brooks Koepka trying to hang in there. He's at even par. Here we go. John Rahm, after an opening 9 of 3 over, he comes in at 3 under 33. He gets back to even par. He is now in a tie for 25th. So he might not end up winning tier 1 because JT's got a 7-shot lead on him. But that is much needed for all of you Rahm owners out there who are, trying to get him out of the depths. Let's see who else is down here. Webb usually does a lot better in spreadsheet golf. Not seeing it today. 2 over par. Really got nothing going on the back 9. 38 coming in. Let's see here. Tiger's on the outside looking in at the moment. His back 9 included 2 doubles, 2 bogeys, and 2 birdies. That is a 40 coming in. He's 4 over par, and he is staring at a missed cut. I guess he's really only 1 shot off the missed cut, along with Bryson DeChambeau, but he's got to get it going. Listen, look at these names. The names that are just in a tie for 57th include Tiger, Bryson, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, Jason Day, Jordan Spieth. Wow, that is a lot of big names, all in a tie for 57th, all 1 shot off the current cut number. Some past champions down here as well. Danny Willett in a tie for 68th. That's no good. Hideki still floundering. He's not a past champion, but still 6 over par. Wow. Hideki shoots a 78, a 6 over 78. That's brutal. So does Sergio, 6 over 78. Man, that's ugly. Trevor Immelman's here. Trevor Immelman is here. Okay, so we have Mark Immelman on the First Cut pod, and some of the insight he gives around the Masters is unbelievable. Crazy stuff. Okay, let's give a scoring update here. Caspenson, I'll say it different every time, has taken the lead. Justin Thomas, Mark Leishman, Sung Jae Im, Kevin Kisner, Brandt Snedeker, Joaquin Niemann. That is good for about a 13-ish point lead. Lakers Taylor drops to second. Brownie Sauce in third. Chris J. Hale, Denver Duck, Jenk, Aguas, Yo-Yo Picks, Zach Amu, and Fear the Spear rounding out the current top paid positions. Pretty cool. All right, let me set up my spreadsheet here. Let me get round 2 ready. So what we'll do after round 2, and as we go through this, we will keep a close eye on that cut line. Remember, it is going to be top 50 and ties plus anyone within 10 shots. So right now, those line up, though, I think. So anyone within 10 shots would be 3 over par or better, and the 3 overs are the group tied for 47th. The next group would be 57th, and they would be out. Okay, because that is they're not in this. So that's how we're going to do it. Right now, both of those cut conditions line up. That might not be the case. All right, so we've got Justin Thomas in solo first, Bubba in solo second. Let's get some action in here. we are going to run through. So after this round, Oliver getting very restless. What we will do is we'll run through this round here, and we'll take like a 10-minute break as I rework the spreadsheet for the cut. Sorry. All right, now we're ready. Let's try this. We're dealing with lots of distractions over here on the course today. All right. Front 9 is in. Let's go back to the leaderboard. Justin Thomas is going to retain his lead, and not only is he going to retain it, it looks like he is extending it. I see him at 8 under, which, quite frankly, not the best opening 9. He's only 1 under through 9, but there are a lot of others who have already gotten there. Hang with me 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute this real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry. We should be back here. Lots of stuff going on around here today. Okay, so JT doesn't have a great front 9 and still is able to extend his lead because everyone behind him kind of moved back. Bubba goes out at 1 over, so he's now 3 back. Lonto Griffin, a colorful even par front 9, he remains 3 back. Ricky Fowler gains 1, goes 1 under. He's still 3 back because that's where he started the day. Look at Molinari. Molinari's got one of the best rounds of the day going. Goes out in 33, which is now a tie for second for him. Could you imagine if Molinari comes out and wins this thing? But it looks like the best round of the day, and this is a historic pace right here. Xander Schauffele is 5 under on the front. Xander is currently in a tie for 8th. He birdied his first 5 holes of the day. This would be getting close to a Masters record if he can keep something like this going. Let's see how many of you have Xander. He was in tier 2, 17% of you. So 17% of you just flew up the leaderboard. Let's see who else we've got here. Adam Scott trying to make a little bit of a comeback. He has a clean 4 under rounds going. He's out in 32. He's back from the depths. Koepka, 45th. Oh, man, he dropped. He's 3 over today. Patrick Reed trying to get back into this thing. He's put himself inside the cut line, but there are where was Rory? Oh, here's Rory. Rory's even par. Rory is still 1 under for the tournament. Even par today, but improving on the field. I mean, this is a tough track we've got going on here. Rory is in a tie for 16th. So now, the guys looking outside the cut currently, and let me just confirm this with the strokes. Yes, because JT's at 8. If JT keeps extending, that hurts all these guys, right? Because if 5 under was the lead, all of these guys at 5 would get in, but they're not getting in right now. So we would have the bare minimum getting through. We'd have exactly 50 getting through because 51st is here. So guys looking outside the cut line right now are, just to name the notables, Justin Rose, Webb Simpson, Hideki, Phil, Tiger. Tiger, it looks like he's toast here. Tiger's 8 over. He goes out in 40, which is his second consecutive 9-hole stretch of 40, which is brutal. He is now, I mean, he's 5 shots off the cut. He's 5 shots off the cut line with 9 holes to go. Very, very unlikely he's gonna see the weekend here. So Tiger's on the wrong side of this. Spieth is on the wrong side of it. Sergio's on the wrong side of it. And then you got your past champions and such down here. I mean, Sandy Lyle is tied with Sergio Garcia. That should never happen, Serge, but it is happening this week. Wow. give you a quick leaderboard update because I assume we're going to have a lot of Xander owners flying up the scoring sheet here. And it looks like we do. I mean, look at all these changes here. You can see a lot of big changes. We've got a new leader. Lakers Taylor has regained the lead. Justin Thomas, Matt Kuchar, Terrell Hatton, Billy Ho, Brant Snedeker, and JT Poston. Chris Hale jumps into second. Sharma Police jumps into third. Yo-Yo Picks into fourth. Zach Amu jumps into fifth. Nothing But Nylon. That's a pretty cool name. I'll scroll all the way down here so you guys can see this as well. Try to find your name. Houday Winning. That's a name I see a lot. Pete Town Bulldogs. I think he won last week. It Be Brian, yo. My favorite. Hell yeah, I see a lot. Here's all those Tiger Woods lineups. All those Tiger Woods lineups. Sorry. Weapons of Grass Destruction, Caddyshack. Tying yourself to Hideki and Tiger is not going to work out this week, I do not think. Let's play a few more holes here. And I think what I was doing was 5. Whoops. Sorry. It's not official anyway until I do it for everybody. So here are the next 5 holes. And we will see. So JT had a 3-shot lead. Oh, wow. He's coming back to the field. He's coming back to the field, and they're coming to get him. So JT was at 8 under par. He touched 8 under. He bogeys 14. That is his first bogey, I believe, of the event. He is now, it took him 31 holes to make his first bogey, if I'm doing my quick mental math correct here. He's still going to be in the lead. He's going to be 7 under par. But we have Lanto Griffin and JT Poston knocking on JT's door. 1 shot back. Then the group of golfers, 3 shots back. Bubba Watson, Ricky Fowler, Matt Kuchar, 3 shots back. Where's Xander? Here's Xander. Okay, so he gets off to a scorching start. He makes 2 bogeys on the back. He gets a birdie on the par 5 13th. So I don't think we're going to be seeing a historic day from Xander, but he's still moving up the leaderboard, currently in a tie for 12th. Let's check that cut line because this is going to be this will be the last update before we actually get to see who's through. So now the cut line would be top 50 and ties, and then anyone at 3 over or better because JT's at 7. So the 10 shot rule is not going to save anybody. It is just going to be this group of golfers here. So on the outside looking in at the moment is going to be, and I'll just read you the big names. I mean, Hideki, I guess, could get there. These guys are, I mean, they're one shot off of this. Hideki's 1 shot off the cut line. Yeah, because he would get to 5 over, which would put him in the pack with 49. Hideki is 1 shot off. Tiger is now 3 shots off of this. So he's going to probably need to birdie 3 of the last 4 or all 4 of them, depending. Or Tiger's not going to make the weekend. Sergio, same boat as Tiger, probably needs 3 or 4 birdies coming in. The rest of these guys are probably cooked. Unless you see some magic from Spieth, which I can't imagine is coming. Probably not going to be there for him. So Hideki has an outside shot of getting there. Phil has an outside shot of getting there. Tiger, very distant shot, and then very unlikely that, like, Spieth, yeah, I mean, they need to birdie every single hole coming in. Okay, let's do it. Let's find out who is going to make the cut here. We are going to be halfway through this event. We will take a quick break as I rework the spreadsheet and get the missed cut golfers out of there. But here we go. This is the final 4 holes on Friday afternoon, round 2. These are now official. Whoops, wrong tab. And okay, I see some interesting things. Oh, look at this. We got a charge from somebody. I just simulated the last 4 holes, and whoever this is right here just birdied all 4 of them. So that's 4 birdies in a row for someone who's going to be tied for the lead. Let's see. The anticipation's killing me. Oh my God, it's Francesco Molinari. Molinari makes 4 straight birdies coming in and is now tied for the lead with Justin Thomas. How about that? Frankie trying to exercise demons. I will tell you, this is, our 5th or 6th tournament doing this, I think. Molinari finishes like dead last almost every single week. So he is really exercising those demons at Augusta, trying to hold on. Although this might just be another place where he might blow it again. He actually bogeyed 12 today. All right, bogeyed 12 today. He birdied it yesterday in round number 1. John Rahm, look at this. John Rahm, haven't said his name in quite a bit. T11. He is 4 shots off the lead. Remember, he went out in 39. We were chalking this up as over for him. Rory in 18th place. So the tier 1 guys, the big ones, I believe, are JT, John Rahm, and Rory. They're all in the top 18. JT, of course, at the top of the leaderboard. I'll scroll down here because we're going to see who missed the cut. Oh, Webb Simpson gets in. Wow. Webb Simpson gets in. Hold on. What's with leaders that are at 7? So anybody at 3 over or better? No. So it's only going to be the 10-shot rule is not going to save anybody. Webb Simpson gets in. Koepka gets in. DJ gets in. Bryson gets in. And that is it. Hideki's out. Hideki, Terrell Hatton's out. Phil Mickelson's out. Tiger Woods is out. Jason Day is out. Jordan Spieth is out. Sergio is out. Those are the biggest names of the guys who are going to miss the cut. Mark Immelman, I hope, is not watching. He will probably not be happy that I have his brother in dead last place right now. But wow, we are going to have some big names miss the cut. Day, Phil, Tiger, Spieth, they're out. Hideki's out. So I'll give you a quick scoring update here. Because we are setting up. I mean, JT didn't move off of that number. It was 7 under all day. So we're gonna head into the weekend at 7 under par as the leading score. The leaders: Lakers Taylor retains his lead through 2 holes. Yo-Yo picks in second. Hell yeah. 66. P. Hughes, Zach Amu, Chris Hale, Caspenson, B. Watt, Sharma Police, and Anonymous have jumped into the top paying positions. This is probably going to take me 10, 12 minutes or so, something like that, where I'm going to get the guys who missed the cut. I'm going to get their stats all locked in so we can continue without them. So I'm going to throw up the starting soon screen here. And I'll be back in, 10 minutes or so, and we will complete this year's Sim Masters. All right, be right back. All right, welcome back. We are ready to rock and roll for the final 2 rounds of the simulated Masters here. We've got a guy at the top, Justin Thomas. That's really no surprise, one of the best players in the world. Also tied at the top is Francesco Molinari, who had one of the best second rounds of the day. That would be categorized as a surprise. Someone who has not played well in real golf or simulated golf over the last, I don't know how many weeks. Currently tied for first, trying to exercise those demons at Augusta. Let's continue on here. I've got the missed cuts down here, so I've changed them to MCs. I've got strike throughs through their name. I've locked in their fantasy points and their scoring and all that good stuff. So they're done. We will just keep an eye on our guys who have made the cut here. To give you a recap, this is what we're playing for. 550 almost up top 10 positions, all being paid out, about 10% of the field. So that's what we're playing for. Let's get our first 9 holes in the books. For this is now round number 3. And actually, I want to clean this sheet up a little bit before I forget. Let's lock in. We are now in for the front 9. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hide these so that so they're out of my way. Okay, so here we go. So here are the last 4 batches. Front 9 on round 3, back 9 on round 3, front 9 on round 4, back 9 on round 4. That is what we're looking at here. So I've just simulated the front 9 on round number 3. Remember, Justin Thomas and Francesco Molinari were tied for the lead at 7 under par. Let's see where they're at. Wow, neither of them are in the lead. We've got 2 new guys at the top, and Augusta National is fighting back this morning. Look at this. Not only is JT Poston there trying to get his first major victory, but so is Jon Rahm, who Jon Rahm went out in 39, 3 over par, has played his last, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, his last 36 holes at 7 under par. He is now tied for the lead and surging. He's got one of the best, if not the best, opening 9 going in round number 3. Jon Rahm, JT Poston, tied for the lead. Ricky Fowler, Brandt Snedeker, and Matt Wallace, all 1 shot off the lead. Justin Thomas and Francesco Molinari both go out in 2 over and drop to 5 under par. That is not going to get it done. We now only have, 13 golfers under par? Something like that. 18 golfers under par? Pretty incredible stuff. Augusta National absolutely rearing its ugly head right now. Lots of things can happen here. What else do we have? Sung Jae. Not a good opening round. We've got a couple of 33s out here from Charles Howell III, Mark Leishman, Charles Schwartzel, Webb Simpson gets 1, Cam Smith gets 1. All right, Bryson, who made the cut, but out in 3 over. That's not going to do it. Where's Rory? Here we go. Rory's up here. T19, even par. So he's 7 shots off the lead. So now I think we're going to see a pretty big swing, because now out of tier 1, all you Rahm owners are getting back into the mix of it. And we do have a new leader. P. Hughes, 4421, has taken the lead over Lakers Taylor. He's featuring, wow, look at this lineup. Rahm, Kuchar, Rahm is in the lead. Kuchar, I think, is in second. Fowler, who's in second, I think. Snedeker, who's in, I think that's 3 guys in T2. Stenson and Cam Champ to round that out. Is that right? Fowler, Wallace. Kuchar's in 6th. So 2 guys in 3rd and a guy in 6th. Nate Knox has jumped into 3rd. Flip Wilson, Brendan Hutchins, Yo-Yo Picks, Batman Chalupa, Free Fowler. Okay, and you've got him in the lineup. That's very on brand. Good job. Anani Mouse and the Atlanta Braves too. Those 2 names, I believe, have cashed before, because I remember those. All right, let's do a couple more holes here. We'll do 5. Try to get you guys out of here within an hour or so. Not an hour from now, but we've already been going for 48 minutes. We'll probably take another 15 or so to get through this. 1, 2, 3, 4 holes. All right, remember, JT Poston, John Rahm were 7 under par in the lead. Whoops, I always clicked the wrong one there. And now, oh my gosh, we did not see this coming. And I will tell you, I don't want to jinx this, but I will tell you, we've not really had a surprise winner yet in spreadsheet golf. 5 or 6 weeks we've done this, and it's been Rory and Bryson and Dustin Johnson has won, and I think Webb Simpson won. It has been generally the bigger name players. JT Poston is trying to change that right now in the biggest way because he is 11 under par and has just opened up a 4-shot lead on John Rahm. Did not see that coming. John Rahm, 4 shots back. Matt Wallace, Francesco Molinari, Matt Kuchar, all 3 shots back. 5 shots back, excuse me. Snedeker makes back-to-back doubles to drop him all the way down to 3 under par. Some of the best rounds of the day. A 5 under par round currently from Webb Simpson. That's a clean scorecard. Charles Schwartzel and Mark Leishman at 4 under. Lonto has completely ejected. So there was a time where I think Lonto and JT Poston were both tied for second. Since then, Lonto presses the eject button. He's 8 over today. And JT Poston has gone in the opposite direction. He's 5 under today. I'll keep an eye on Rory. Every time I check on Rory, he moves up another shot or two. He's now currently in the top 10. He's 8 shots off, so I don't think he's going to win this. I guess he could if Poston comes back to us, but very consistent of Rory. Just continue to move up the leaderboard here. Let's check on our scoring because, yeah, look at this. All right, let's check on our scoring. Lakers Taylor takes back the lead over P. Hughes, and it's by 1.5. So we've got a slugfest at the top here. Precept 24, Free Fowler, Nate Knox, Flip Wilson, Anani Mouse, Soto Ol, Mailman, Moneybag, and the Mojo King are making an appearance in the top spots here. Okay, let's get through round number 3. We're going to find out who's going to sleep on the lead on Sunday. Or on Saturday night, I guess it would be. At the Masters. It's JT Poston. JT Poston is going to go to bed with the 54-hole lead at Augusta National, a 2-shot lead over Francesco Molinari. So Poston coming in, the last 4 holes that I just simmed, he played at even par. Molinari played them at 3 under. John Rahm just played them at 2 over par. A double on 16, which presumably means he probably hit it in the water. That's the trouble on 16. Makes a double. Wow, I'm trying to look at the back 9 scores here. Webb Simpson continues. Webb Simpson shoots a clean 6 under 66. That's the round of the day. He's in a tie for 12th with Rory McIlroy. They are both 2 under 9 shots back. Cam Champ, DJ, Bryson. Okay. Wow. Let's check the scoring here. Lakers Taylor is going to sleep on the lead heading into the final round here. He's extended a bit over P. Hughes because P. Hughes had John Rahm and John Rahm has dropped a bit. So that's what the movement is there. Free Fowler, Nate Knox, Precept, Yo-Yo Picks, Anani Mouse, Soto, Mailman, Moneybag, and Pete Town Bulldogs. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to Sunday. I will do, we'll do the front 9 all at once. we'll do probably then the next 5 holes, and then we'll do each hole one by one so that we can kind of see the movement here. So let's get to it. This is it. Final round simulation for the Masters, for Augusta. Lots of simulated money on the line for our golfers. Lots of real money on the line for our owners. This is 9 holes. This is the front 9. This is probably going to be, if JT Poston falters, these 9 holes is probably where it's going to come into play. He had a 2-shot lead over Francesco Molinari before this latest round of sims. We will see how he looks on the other side. And he is no longer in the lead. He is no longer in the lead. Actually, let me... wow, this is going to be great. Let me do this really quickly. Show you round number 4. JT Poston, the pressure of Augusta National has gotten him. He is 4 over on the front, drops to 7 under par. Francesco Molinari, who goes out in 1 under, has taken the lead. A 2-shot lead over currently Matt Kuchar. Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas, both 2 under par going out. JT's round was even better before he got to 9, where he made a double bogey. That would have been a really good round. He would have been right in the thick of this. I mean, there's bogeys lurking out there. There's doubles lurking out there. I don't think anybody's gotten better than 11 under at any point. So this is a very compact leaderboard. Rounds of the day currently, Paul Casey out in 33, along with Mark Leishman. And Bubba Watson. Bubba trying to come back from the dead here. He was our first round leader, I believe. Kind of disappeared since then. Trying to get back into this. He is now in a tie for 15th. Along with guys like Gary Woodland, Webb Simpson, Rory McIlroy, that group of golfers. But those are the best rounds of the day we have going on. This is unbelievable. Let's check out the scoring leaders. And we are just back and forth here. Lakers Taylor is going to keep his lead, but P. Hughes now only, 4.5 points back. We've got some new names down here. Brendan Hutchins gets back into the mix. Hale back into the mix. Precept 24 in 4th. We've got a lot of movement. Does anybody have Molinari? What is Molinari's ownership, by the way? Is he literally unowned? Oh, come on, guys. Is Molinari literally unowned? I think he is. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let me double check this. No one has Molinari? Oh man. All right. I mean, I guess that's good because all of you are now rooting for second here. Who? Okay. So Kuchar's in second. That would be the most points allocated. Literally no one has Francesco Molinari. So we might have a couple of firsts here. This would be the first time that an unowned golfer could win in spreadsheet golf. That's unbelievable. Wow. But I will tell you, it is Sunday. It's round 4, and we are about to sim the next 5 holes, and that's going to include number 12, where Molinari punted this away just 1 year ago. So we'll see how he does. Let's do the next 5 holes here. So this will take us through Amen Corner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which will leave us with the par 5, the par 3, a couple of par 4s coming in. Oh man, look at this. This is so good. This is going to be unbelievable to the finish here. So Molinari maybe has not exercised those demons because he bogeys 12 again. I don't think he hit it in the water though, because it was only a bogey. Unless he goes to the drop zone, hits his next one close. Then he bogeys 13, which is a par 5. This guy cannot keep it together on the back 9 at Augusta. He is now only in a 1-shot lead over JT Poston, who has one of the worst rounds of the day going, but is still trying to hold it together. One shot back with Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler, a name that we haven't talked all that much about because he's just gone, 4 under the first day, 1 under the second day, even in round 3. He might jump up and sneak up and win this thing. Unbelievable. Jon Rahm did make an eagle on 13, but it might be too little too late. He's 1 under on the back. He's a couple over. He's 1 over for the day. Probably too little too late for Jon Rahm. What else is going on here? Cam Smith, currently a couple under par on his back nine, 3 under. That's one of the best back nines we have going. Wow. Let's check the scoring because it's all, look at this. You can see before I resort this, all the jumping around we're getting. P. Hughes back into first. P. Hughes, Precept, Brandon Hutchins, Free Fowler, Lakers Taylor drops all the way to 5th. Batman Chalupa's 1. Nate Knox, Caspenson, Sharma Police, and Mailman Moneybag holding on to the cashing positions, but that's going to change. Let's do it. Let's do the par 5 15th. This is the hole. I mean, this is like the easiest hole on the course. There are lots of birdies and there are eagles out there. If you don't take advantage of this, you're probably in trouble. This is statistically, I believe, the first or second easiest hole on the course. Oh my gosh, look at this. Ricky Fowler birdies 15 to get himself in a tie for the lead. I would love it if Ricky Fowler wins this thing. Ricky Fowler, 9 under par with Francesco Molinari. 1 shot back is JT Poston. Mark Leishman makes an eagle there to get to 7 under. He might steal this thing. Look at this guy. Wow. Webb Simpson, is that Webb? Oh no, Patrick Reed made an eagle. Sorry. So Reed, day 1, 75, 3 over par, has played really well since then, has got himself into the top 20. Let's check the scoring leaderboard real quick. A few changes, but P. Hughes is going to stay in the lead, Precept and Brandon Hutchins in 3rd. But my goodness, we have got Nate Knox trying to get 2 of his lineups in here. We'll see. All right, we're going to head to number 16. Now, remember, this is the traditional Sunday pin where all the aces come. So I actually, in the model, increased the eagle rate on this hole only on Sunday because I know where they're going to put the pin. Let's see if we can get one. Let's see if we can get an ace. We've seen so many. I mean, Kuchar made one. JT made one just in kind of recent years. Immelman made one on a Sunday a couple years back. Probably 2000, what would that have been? 5? I guess that's more than a few years back. Let's go see. Let's go see. Oh, look at this. Fowler, after the heroic birdie on 15, bogeys 16, and is 1 shot back. Molinari and Poston, JT Poston, trying to regain his composure after going out in 40, has played the back 2 under to get to 9 under and tied for the lead. Ricky's 1 shot back. The next group of guys are 3 shots back. Probably unlikely unless we see something crazy at the top here that one of those guys, from 3 shots back in 2 holes comes up and gets it, but anything can happen. Jon Rahm, wow, I mean, he's still in the tie for 9th. He's where did JT go? Okay, here's JT. He is, wow, okay, so Justin Thomas, after his 7 under par in round 1, goes even in round 2, 3 over in round 3, and now 1 over so far in round 4. Not going to cut it for JT. Did we get an ace? I don't think we did. We didn't. Even as I ratcheted it up, we couldn't get an ace on 16. Let's redo it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, 17 and 18. We do have a little bit of changes. Precept jumps into the lead here. Precept 24 has jumped into the lead over Free Fowler. Carol Baskin's husband. First husband back from the dead. Making lineups. Maybe it's her current husband. Doesn't say. We're going to need more information on that. Let's do 17. Hole 17 is official. We are in the books. And not much has changed. Poston and Molinari both par 17. Fowler, it looks as if his quest for his first major victory, his first Masters, will come up short here as he has now bogeyed 16 and 17. He is 2 shots back. If we have to go to a sudden death playoff, I might have to rework this sheet a little bit. I did not think about this. If we have a playoff, I believe what they do is play 18, then 10. Let me think about this, how I would do it. Maybe I might not have to. We might get a winner here, but I'll do a playoff if we need one. Snedeker birdied 17. Charles Howell III birdied 17. But it looks like a 2-horse race. Molinari and Poston. How owned was Poston? Don't tell me we have 2 guys at the top that weren't owned. Oh, okay. 10% of you have JT. Thank goodness. We could not possibly have. Now look at this. Lakers Taylor jumps back up to the lead. Thanks to JT Poston, I would assume. P. Hughes 4421, Free Fowler, Precept, Anani Mouse, Brendan Hutchins, Caspenson, Nate Knox, Batman Chalupa, and Yo-Yo Picks. We've got 1 hole to go. This might not be decided in 1 hole. I might have to rework the spreadsheet a little bit for a sudden death playoff. But this is it. This is the final hole. Molinari and JT Poston are headed to 18, all tied up. If either of them wins this hole, it's over. If something crazy happens like Molinari and Poston bogey and Fowler birdie or something like that, we can get him into a playoff. But here we go. This is it. This is the 72nd hole at Augusta National for all the marbles. We might have to play more. This might not be decided here. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. There it is. Francesco Molinari has exorcised his demons. The jokes about him, his soul laying in Ray's Creek, no more. He's going to win the 2020 Simulated Masters, shooting 9 under par, a 2-shot victory over JT Poston, who doubled 18. The pressure finally got to him. You could see him cracking all day. He started the day with the lead, goes out in 4 over 40. Pressure's too much to handle. He rights the ship a little bit on the back 9, gets himself into a tie heading into 18, the 72nd hole, and he makes a double. Pressure too big, spot too big for JT Poston. Fowler bogeys the last 3 holes. Unfortunately, that's not going to do it in any major. Fowler finishes in a big tie at 3rd. Kuchar, Snedeker, Wallace. Not going to do it. So Francesco Molinari, who has finished near the bottom of every spreadsheet golf tournament we've done so far, shows up at Augusta and wins the thing. And for the first time in spreadsheet golf history, the winner is in 0 lineups, gentlemen. How about that? I will now reveal to you, and I'll give you, hold on, let me show you the payouts really quick. 547 up top. We're paying out 10 spots. Pretty flat, pretty fair, pretty good structure. I will now show you the scoring results. Again, these are unofficial. I will go through and confirm everything later, and I will pay out today or tomorrow or whatever. Probably tomorrow. Tonight's probably unlikely. But here are the results. P. Hughes, 442, congratulations. Holds on for the victory, 434 points. Lakers Taylor is going to finish second. Free Fowler in third. Precept 24 in fourth. Caspinson 24 in fifth. Anani Mouse in sixth. Batman Chalupas in seventh. Brendan Hutchins in eighth. Sharma Police in ninth. And Hail Yeah 66 in 10th. And I don't have any ties anywhere, do I? I do not have any ties anywhere. Okay. So, there it is. I'll show you the leaderboard one more time. This is the final leaderboard. Francesco Molinari, congratulations. You are now off the hook for last year's Masters. You earned no one any money, but congratulations. I will finalize and confirm all of this information tonight. I'll probably pay out either tonight or tomorrow. If you have any questions, obviously tweet me, guys. Thank you so much. This was the Masters simulation. I assume we'll do it all again next week. I mean, we've got no real golf coming. So hope you enjoy. Thank you. It's a lot of fun as always. And I'll catch you guys on Twitter.